Some say angels are messengers of light, but what if I told you that the most powerful among them existed before time itself? That the archangels, seraphim and cherubim, weren't created for humans, but for a war in heaven we barely understand? Tonight we're going to uncover the shocking origins of angels and the secrets that even the Bible barely reveals. You'll never look at the skies the same way again. By the end of this video, you'll know which angel almost overthrew God, which ones guard the secrets of eternity, and why some of them can terrify even the bravest humans. Chapter 1. The beginning of the heavenly host. Did you know that angels existed long before the earth even formed? Before time itself, these beings were already in motion, watching, waiting, and preparing. And some of them weren't just messengers. Some were warriors. Some were guards of secrets so dangerous that even other angels feared them. Yes, angels weren't created for humans. They weren't sent to comfort us or guide us, at least not at first. They were created to stand in God's presence, to serve as His eyes, His hands, His might. Let me ask you something. If they existed before us, what did they do in that time before the world began? Were they worshiping, protecting creation yet unseen, or training for a war that would shake heaven itself? Here's a shocking truth. The Bible hints at ranks: archangels, seraphim, cherubim, each with powers so immense, so unimaginable, that even prophets trembled at the thought of them. Michael, the ultimate warrior. Gabriel, the messenger of visions that can change history. Raphael, the healer of wounds no human could ever endure. And yet, these names only scratch the surface. There are angels whose roles aren't even fully recorded, whose secrets have been hidden for millennia. And here's a twist you probably didn't know. Some angels were given free will. Yes, free will. Think about it. Beings of unimaginable power, given the choice to obey or rebel. And that rebellion, the first rebellion, would leave scars that echo even today. In fact, one of the most powerful angels ever created almost broke heaven itself. You'll hear that story in chapter 2, but for now, stay with me, because what comes next will make you question everything you thought about angels. Angels aren't tiny, harmless creatures with feathers. Ezekiel describes them as beings with wheels within wheels, faces looking in every direction, covered with eyes. Seraphim burn with fire, cherubim guard the gates of heaven. Their movements, their voices, even their gaze can terrify or purify. And yet, despite all their power, there's a structure, a hierarchy, a plan. Every angel has a role, every angel has a mission, and every angel has a choice. Some angels, however, chose wrong. Their choice didn't just affect them, it changed the course of all creation. And the secret about who they are is something almost no one has ever revealed. You're about to find out in chapter 2. So as you imagine them, don't picture what you've seen in cartoons or movies. Picture beings of light, fire, and energy, so overwhelming that even the greatest prophets describe them trembling, crying, or falling to the ground. Angels are not just guardians, they are witnesses, warriors, keepers of secrets, and sometimes judges. Before we move on to the archangels, remember this. The higher they are in rank, the more they know. And the more they know, the more dangerous they can be. If you think angels are just helpers, you're about to discover a hierarchy, a history, and a story of power, rebellion, and secrets that even the Bible barely touches. And yes, one archangel story will shock you. Stay tuned. Chapter 2. Archangels, leaders, or rebels. If chapter 1 left you questioning what angels really are, brace yourself, because now we're entering the inner circle, the archangels, the most powerful beings in heaven, the generals of God's army, and the ones whose choices would shape the fate of all creation. Let's start with Michael. He isn't just a warrior, he is the warrior. Scripture calls him the protector of God's people, the captain of the heavenly armies. But here's the twist most people miss. Michael's battles aren't just with demons or fallen angels. Some texts hint at conflicts within the angelic ranks themselves. wars that predate humanity, wars that shape the hierarchy of heaven. And then there's Gabriel. You know him as the messenger, delivering visions to Daniel, appearing to Mary, whispering the future into human ears. But in hidden texts, Gabriel isn't just a messenger. He's a guardian of divine secrets so dangerous that even other angels can't access them. Imagine a being whose words could rewrite destiny. That's Gabriel. And here's where it gets darker. There's one archangel whose name is almost erased from history. Some call him the Watcher of Forbidden Knowledge. His story is hidden in ancient apocryphal books, and what he did next almost destroyed heaven itself. Next, Raphael, the healer. Not just of human illness, but of spiritual wounds that humans can't even comprehend. Raphael's role is subtle but critical. He repairs what chaos breaks, whether in the spiritual or the earthly realm. Without him, angels and humans alike would crumble under the weight of divine order. Now here's the truth that shocks even theologians. Archangels aren't just powerful, they are aware. Their awareness is what makes them dangerous. They see the full scope of creation, the rise and fall of worlds, the hidden sins and hidden futures. And when beings of such awareness are given free will, rebellion becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Which brings us back to the secret archangel, the one almost erased from history. Some ancient texts hint that he grew jealous of God's plan for humanity. He questioned why humans were being created, why they could fall or rise while he and others were bound to obedience. And then he acted. Imagine an angel so powerful, so knowledgeable, that his rebellion could shatter heaven's order. And yet, this same being appears in the Bible only as a whisper, a footnote, a shadow. You'll learn his full story later. But for now, just know that archangels aren't always loyal, and their choices ripple across eternity. The hierarchy of archangels is not arbitrary. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, they are the commanders. Others, like Uriel, Jophiel, and Raziel, guard divine knowledge, protect secrets, and enforce order. They are beings of light, but their light can burn, blind, or destroy if they choose. And here's the mind-blowing part. The higher an angel rises, the closer they are to God, and the more they can fall. The very power that makes them majestic is the same power that makes rebellion catastrophic. So next time you read about angels in the Bible, remember, Michael isn't just a protector, Gabriel isn't just a messenger, and Raphael isn't just a healer. They are generals, guardians, and enforcers of cosmic law. And one archangel's story, well, it's a secret almost no one dares speak aloud. Up next, Chapter 3, Seraphim, angels of fire, who burn with divine power, and whose very presence can terrify even the bravest human. Stay tuned, because what you're about to see will redefine everything you thought you knew about angels. Chapter 3, Seraphim, fire of the divine. If you thought archangels were intimidating, wait until you meet the seraphim. These aren't gentle messengers. They are fire incarnate, being so close to God's throne that even angels of lower rank tremble in their presence. And their job, not to guide humans, not to fight battles, but to burn away impurity, protect the divine, and guard secrets that no human could survive discovering. Seraphim are described in Isaiah 6 wings each covering face and feet, constantly crying out, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts." But imagine what it's like to stand in front of such beings. They radiate fire so intense it can purify or incinerate. Every movement, every sound, every blink carries divine judgment. And here's a fact few know. In mystical traditions, seraphim are not static. They are guardians of secret knowledge, keepers of the most dangerous truths in existence. Some texts even suggest that they whisper these secrets to selected prophets, and what is revealed can change the course of nations. And here's the terrifying part. Some traditions claim that when seraphim descend to earth, their presence alone can drive humans mad. Their fire isn't just light, it's truth, judgment, and sometimes a glimpse of eternity itself. Seraphim exist above cherubim and ordinary angels in the hierarchy. They are closer to God than almost anyone else. But with such proximity comes power and temptation. Could a seraph ever rebel? History and mystical texts hint at least one seraphim whose curiosity nearly overstepped the bounds of heaven itself. Visualize this: a being with 6 wings moving faster than thought, eyes burning with celestial fire, singing praises that shake reality, while fire seems to ripple across their very form. That is the seraphim. They are awe-inspiring, terrifying, and completely beyond human comprehension. And what if I told you that one seraph's gaze alone is said to purify or destroy entire armies in a heartbeat? That's why humans are warned never to try to look upon them fully. In the next chapter, we'll meet the cherubim, the guardians of heaven who are even more mysterious, with forms so strange and terrifying that prophets describe them as wheels, faces, and eyes that defy understanding. Seraphim are more than fire. They are the embodiment of divine will. Their loyalty is absolute, their purpose singular. And yet some texts hint that even among them, a spark of free will exists, a spark capable of curiosity, defiance, or even rebellion. So far, we've seen angels who guard, fight, and heal. Now you know that the seraphim are fire itself, beings whose very existence reminds us that heaven is not calm, not peaceful, and not fully understood. And coming up next, cherubim, guardians of sacred spaces, whose forms can terrify even other angels. You won't want to blink, because what we're about to reveal will challenge everything you think you know about angels. Chapter 4. Cherubim, guardians of heaven. If you thought seraphim were terrifying, you haven't met the cherubim. The Bible barely gives them a human name, but their presence is so intense, so overwhelming, that even angels tremble before them. Cherubim are not guardians of humans. They are the ultimate protectors of God's throne, sacred spaces, and the deepest secrets of heaven. Look at Genesis and Ezekiel. Cherubim are described with multiple faces: man, lion, ox, eagle, and wings that cover the heavens themselves. Their bodies are covered in eyes. Wheels appear to move with them, and they seem to defy all laws of space and time. If you stood before them, you wouldn't just see them. You would feel the weight of eternity pressing down. And here's something that most people don't realize. Cherubim were once hunters. In certain ancient texts, they pursued angels who rebelled. They were enforcers before they became eternal guardians. Imagine beings that were warriors, hunters, and judges, now frozen in divine duty for all time. And some texts hint at an even darker secret. Cherubim aren't just protectors. One group is said to guard knowledge so dangerous that even other angels are forbidden to approach it. Knowledge that could unravel the very fabric of heaven or earth. The cherubim are also intimately connected with sacred spaces. They hover over the Ark of the Covenant, they guard the throne, they carry the presence of God wherever it moves. And yet, despite their divine purpose, Ezekiel describes them moving like living machinery, eyes everywhere, wings interlocking, wheels spinning in perfect synchronization. It's beautiful, terrifying, and alien. Imagine standing in front of such beings. Your first thought might be awe. Your second thought, survival. Because one misstep in their presence could burn, blind, or even erase a human soul. And yet some prophets were allowed to see them, just barely, and live to tell the tale. Cherubim are not just soldiers. They are judges, witnesses, enforcers, and hunters. They maintain the balance of heaven itself. And just like seraphim, their very proximity to God gives them awareness. And with awareness comes the potential for choice, the potential for rebellion. So far, we've met angels who guide, fight, heal, and purify. Now we've seen the ultimate guardians, beings whose forms defy human imagination. And coming next, we'll explore the fallen angels, the ones who turn their freedom into rebellion, the ones whose stories are written in whispers, shadows, and nightmares. If you think angels are all good, what comes next will shock you. Chapter 5, Fallen Angels, the Dark Side. Everything we've seen so far, the archangels, the seraphim, the cherubim, exists in a world of order, a hierarchy, a plan. But what happens when beings of unimaginable power are given free will, and some choose to defy it? That's where the fallen angels come in. The most famous is Lucifer, whose name means light bringer. Once a shining archangel, closest to God's throne, he was the envy and pride incarnate. But ancient texts, including Isaiah and apocryphal writings like the Book of Enoch, hint that his rebellion wasn't random, it was calculated. He questioned why humans, fragile and flawed, could inherit God's attention. He questioned why the order of heaven placed him under God's authority. And then there are the Watchers, angels sent to observe humanity, but who instead fell in love with it. They taught humans forbidden knowledge, alchemy, warfare, magic, the secrets of the stars. Some even mated with humans, creating the Nephilim, giants who roamed the earth, wreaking havoc. Their rebellion blurred the line between heaven and earth, turning angels into legends of fear. And here's the terrifying part. Some of these fallen angels were so powerful that even heaven itself couldn't destroy them. They exist in shadows, in whispers, in the nightmares of prophets. Their influence may still be felt today, in ways you wouldn't dare imagine. Lucifer's pride led to a cosmic war. Michael led the faithful angels, Gabriel delivered divine strategy, and Raphael healed the wounded. The battlefield wasn't just earth, it was the heavens themselves. Stars trembled, cosmic forces shifted, and the echoes of that rebellion are still felt across creation. Some watchers were cast out, some were imprisoned, but one secret faction may still walk the earth, hidden among us, influencing humans without anyone noticing. And the story of who they are is more shocking than anything you've heard before. The lesson here is chilling. Angels are not infallible. They can choose. And when beings of power choose wrong, the consequences ripple across eternity. The Nephilim, the Watchers, the rebellion of Lucifer, they're not just stories. They're the result of free will in beings stronger than humans can comprehend. So, if angels can fall, if the closest to God can rebel, what does that mean for us? For the hidden wars in heaven, and for the angels still walking among us today? In the next chapter, we'll explore exactly that. How angels interact with humans in ways most of us will never see, and the mysterious influence they may still have in our world. Chapter 6, Angels Among Us. By now you've seen the hierarchy of angels, the archangels, the seraphim, the cherubim, and the fallen angels who defied heaven itself. But here's the question that will haunt you. Do angels still walk among us today? The Bible hints at it. Hebrews 13:2 warns, "Do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares." Think about that. Some angels are already here, in forms we can barely perceive. They could be observing, protecting, testing, or even intervening in ways we cannot understand. Some scholars and mystics suggest that angels influence history subtly, guiding kings, inspiring prophets, or even intervening in moments of extreme crisis. Raphael's healing isn't just in Scripture, it may still happen in ways we don't see. Michael's protection isn't just ancient, it may still shield people from disasters, wars, or evil forces. And here's the unnerving part. There may also be angels among us who are neither fully loyal nor fully fallen. Beings who operate in shadows, whose motives are beyond human comprehension, and whose actions could change your life without you ever knowing. Even fallen angels may have limited influence. Some ancient traditions suggest the Nephilim's descendants still linger, shaping events subtly, or acting as catalysts for chaos. Angels and fallen angels alike blur the line between the seen and the unseen. And the truth is, humans are often unaware of just how close to celestial affairs we live. Imagine meeting one. Would it be a comforting presence, a terrifying being, or something in between? And what if you've already crossed paths with one without ever realizing it? Angels, after all, are not just messengers or warriors. They are witnesses. They are guardians of secrets. They are observers of free will. And perhaps the most terrifying truth of all, their choices still ripple through our world, unseen, unheard, but deeply felt. So far, we've traveled through the origins of angels, their hierarchy, the secrets of archangels, the fire of seraphim, the terror of cherubim, and the darkness of rebellion. And we've seen that angels are still present, hidden, watching, sometimes helping, sometimes judging, sometimes shaping history in ways we cannot comprehend. But the most shocking secret, the one almost no one dares speak of, is that some angels may still be deciding the fate of humanity right now. If you were amazed or even scared by what you've just discovered, like this video, subscribe and comment below which angel story shocked you the most. And if you think you might have encountered an angel, share your story. You never know who might see it or which angels might be listening. Next time you look at the sky, remember this: the angels aren't just stories, they are real, watching, waiting, and some are closer than you could ever imagine. So the next time a shadow crosses your path or a moment of impossible guidance changes your life, ask yourself, which angel is it, and why are they here now?